Welcome to Scare Talk, a horror movie podcast for horror film reviews, ratings, rankings, and rumors. Now for your hosts, Danny, Joel, and Katrina.
All right, this is Scare Talk. I am Danny, and I'm here with Jupiter Joel.
Hey guys, what's up? Oh man, Jupiter.
Yeah,
we're going across the solar system in this one.
We are in outer space because today we are going to react to the first teaser trailer for the new Alien film, Alien Romulus.
Yes.
Just Joel and myself today. Katrina is unable to join us, and she said that she doesn't care about the Alien movies. But
she's never seen them.
I think we're gonna watch them. I feel like maybe I've seen the first one, but I don't really remember it. So I'm definitely gonna have to watch it, at least the first two, and then we'll watch the new one and review all three of them. So,
because this one's supposed to take place in between the first two, so
yeah, that's what I've heard. But it's not like it disregards everything else, though. So it's not requel. It's
it's a whole different story within those two movies.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So let's cue it up, and we will press play in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, Fede Alvarez.
Don't breathe.
Run.
Alien Romulus. Yeah, I think she's supposed to be the Ripley in this one.
Yeah, definitely had that look. I mean, even though I don't remember those movies or don't know if I've even seen them, I know that.
Sigourney.
Yeah, I know that still with the gun and
it's been years since I've seen the first two. I really I can't wait to rewatch them for this movie. I know you guys are not like sci-fi fans, but so I don't know, because you guys kind of liked The Thing. I don't know if you're gonna like this, at least the first two more than that, because I think people have a higher praise on The Thing than they do the first two Alien movies. Bringing Ridley Scott back as a producer is a smart thing to do. He actually wanted to direct another Alien movie. But I guess Fede had a better script than the original Alien director did, so they went with that one. But yeah, I think Fede is a perfect director for an Alien movie.
Yeah.
So he like they mentioned Don't Breathe and Evil Dead, which I feel like you can get the intensity and atmosphere of Don't Breathe with like the blood and kills of Evil Dead.
Yeah.
There's intensity in that one too, for sure. But Don't Breathe is all about the atmosphere and everything.
Yes, the suspense of it.
Yeah. And you need that in an Alien movie because it's all you got. Like you're out there in space by yourself, basically, or with a group of people or whatever. you're still by yourself. So you need that good suspense and intensity in order to do a good job with an alien movie. Because you don't have to do a lot with an alien movie. You just have to have to nail certain aspects to make a good alien movie. And I think Fede is the perfect director to do that. So
yeah, I feel like he's not one of those directors that's going to go too sci-fi and too out there, and is going to keep it as grounded as possible with the story or the effects or the it's not going to get like Star Wars or it's not going to get crazy like that. Now I have seen this movie. I can't say anything.
What? No, I know. Yeah.
I can't say anything really about
I'm
it.
shocked. Yeah, whatever.
But I was able to see the very first screening of this film. It was really cool to be able to do that.
I hope they changed the whole thing up before you see it again.
It was very clearly not completed. And they did tell us that ahead of time. Like the effects toward the end of the film were very just not completed. Like you could tell.
Yeah.
And but even with that, I'll say the effects are very good.
Nice.
But yeah, so I don't know what, if anything else is going to change, but I know the effects are going to improve at the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't really say anything else. I think until we get closer to the release. But yeah, so the trailer does it justice. Say that.
Nice.
I know this is a very highly anticipated movie for a lot of horror fans. Potentially one of the probably top. I think for a lot of horror fans. Not wasn't on my list, but I know listening to other horror reviewers and YouTubers and stuff, it was pretty high on a lot of people's lists. So it's a big one.
I think it was somewhere in the
August.
middle for me. Yeah. Middle or like bottom. But it was on my list for sure. And I know a lot of like, especially a lot of Alien fans kind of like they enjoy the other ones, but I think after Aliens, they're pretty much done with the franchise. So anytime that an Alien movie can come out, like I'm sure their expectations are, well, at this point probably pretty low because they've been disappointed so often. But they're still looking forward to that that next Alien movie. I personally have liked all of the Alien movies so far. I'm even counting Prometheus, which is like a prequel to Alien. There's been about 5 of them.
Okay.
Danny McBride was even in one of them.
Okay.
Alien Covenant.
All right.
But he did a pretty good job in that one. But yeah, so I am definitely looking forward to it, especially knowing who's involved. I don't know any actors involved in this movie. I think they're all no-name actors, which is totally fine with me.
Yeah.
As long as the writing is good, the directing is good, and I think they got that covered. So
yeah, I think that's what what people are really excited about. Alien fans or just horror fans is the people attached. Fede Alvarez has made a name for himself. Ridley Scott, of course. And so that's what people are really excited about. And
really, Scott's not even in the horror genre, like besides Alien.
He's just a known name. Yeah, just a big name.
Director of Gladiator is attached to this movie.
Yeah, and I mean he did the original, so
yeah, he did.
That's that's always promising. So when I went and saw this, they don't tell you what the movie is going to be, and so it was an interesting experience because you get there, huge line. I think they must have shown this in like 3 or 4 screens
Oh, wow.
because it was like a Wednesday or something. So a day when
Mm.
theaters aren't going to be, packed. And
Yeah.
I mean, there must have been 500 people. Like, I'm
Wow.
not even exaggerating. It was
Jeez.
crazy, the line. And I was there an hour early. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to get in. And I just got in line anyways because people were getting in line. And I'm like, okay, nobody's turning me away. And so I'm like, okay, maybe I'll get in. And they started like going down the lines asking you how old you were.
Mm-hmm.
And then they started moving people into different lines based
Oh,
on
okay.
how old you are. And
Yeah.
so, and then I was like, okay, so I'm obviously in my age group line,
Mm-hmm.
and younger people are over there, older people are over there. And then it
Focus
was,
groups in order to
yeah,
like
yeah.
see where that makes sense.
And yeah, yeah. And then they went up to me and like 4 other guys, and they're like, okay, you 4 go over there. And so it was like, oh, okay. So now we're in, and then we were in a line with like 10 other guys. So it's like, okay, now we're in the guys line.
Yeah.
And at that point, I got a wristband. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm getting
Nice.
in. They wouldn't give me a wristband if there wasn't a
Yeah.
reason.
All right, now leave.
And when I got the email or when I was signing up for it, it said it was a sci-fi action thriller. And the target audience was 17 to 49-year-olds or something. And so I was like, okay, so it's going to be rated R. It didn't say, it didn't have a rating yet. And sci-fi action thriller. So what is a sci-fi action thriller that's coming out this year that's going to be rated R? And it didn't say horror. So I
Yeah, I
was
feel like
like,
this is a horror movie though, too.
yeah. So I was like, well, it doesn't say horror, but I was thinking Alien, but I was like, I feel like it would have said horror though if it was Alien, but I
Yeah.
don't know what else it could be.
Mm-hmm.
And turns out it was Alien, and people were so excited once it was announced. When we were all sitting in the
Mm-hmm.
theater was just so excited.
Nice.
So it was
Bunch of
pretty cool.
35-year-old guys in your
Yeah. 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 So it was a cool experience. And then they handed out tablets to everybody to answer all these questions on it.
Nice.
About what you thought and stuff. So
I feel
pretty
like to
cool.
49 is kind of unfair because the first Alien came out in the 70s.
Yeah.
So like,
I could be
even
wrong.
older
I could be
people.
wrong with the age.
Yeah.
I think that's what it said, but I could be wrong. And that could be just what I got, the email that I got, because
Yeah.
I am in that range.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not sure. But something I'm kind of upset about is I got that initial email and I signed up, and this was like probably a week before the movie came out or before the showing. And 2 days before the showing, I got another email saying to sign up, and everybody who gets a seat will get a $30 Amazon gift card.
Oh, wow.
And it'll be emailed to your email if you get seated. I was like, oh, sweet. I've already registered and everything, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Then the day of the screening, it said, sign up and you'll be put into a drawing for $100 Amazon gift card. So I was like, okay, they're really trying to get people to go to this.
Yeah.
Because it's free. It's not like you had to pay for it. And so I'm like, okay, I feel like this is going to be a big one because they're trying to get as many eyes on it as they can before
Yeah.
it's going to come out. And they're like trying to bribe you to go see
Yeah.
it. And
Just give me a popcorn. I'm good.
yeah. Why don't you give me some snacks? But I never got an email with a $30 gift card or anything. So
That
I was
sucks.
like, I was kind of looking
check under
forward
your
to that.
seats for.
Yeah. That happened when we saw Night Swim. When we saw Night Swim a couple of
Yeah,
days early,
they have to bribe people to see that one.
there was like a little, like, we didn't know about it until we sat down, but there was like a little thing on the top of your seat, and if you had that, then you got a shirt. And so I had it, so I got a shirt.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's kind of like that check under your seat thing. So yeah, I will say I'm excited to see it again, and I'm excited to watch at least those first two, and review them all. And I think Katrina's eventually going to come around. I mean, she has to. So
yeah, she wants to be a part of the.
That's required viewing.
Yeah, that's what I like about the podcast is like you watch movies that you weren't really necessarily going to prior to talk about them. So we don't just talk about movies that are good. Like we want to see,
right.
We give our opinions. We're going to give our opinions on Friday the 13th franchise here soon. So
yeah.
So that's that's going to be interesting. But so like yeah, she's got to watch the movies.
Yeah.
She may not stay awake for them, but I don't.
So, just kind of off topic for this movie. I saw a new Shudder film that came out on Friday called "They'll Never Find Me."
I haven't watched it yet,
check
but
that out. Yeah,
nice. Yeah,
definitely check it out. It's a good one. It's Australian. Very atmosphere, like filled movie.
Yeah,
all in one setting. It takes place in a trailer.
Oh, okay.
The whole movie. So
nice.
Yeah, a lot of dialogue, very dialogue heavy. And yeah, so definitely recommend it. And for anybody, any of you viewers, watch it as well. Let us know what you think. I don't know that we'll officially review that one. We have a number of episodes coming up, and by the time we get to that, it'll be out for weeks. So might not review that one, but I definitely will talk about it at the end of the year. Right now, I will say it's probably number 2 or 3 for my favorite of the year. Not including Alien. I'm not going to count that in anything.
Oh yeah, you didn't see it this year, so, right? Or did you?
Alien? Yeah, I just saw Alien.
Yeah,
a few weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought that was like a couple months ago they showed it to you.
No.
Because it was
just a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
And so I did see that, but I'm not counting that in my on my list yet because I haven't seen the official movie.
Yeah.
But as far as They'll Never Find Me, I would say that's number 2 or 3 with nice. Immaculate and Late Night with the Devil. So go check it out for sure. All right. Well, there was our trailer reaction and conversation regarding Alien Romulus. And this has been Scare Talk.
Sleep tight.
Don't let the alien bite.